anything less than an A. I think that still held true for me from UTD, University of Texas at Dallas, with a degree in software engineering. And then I spent about 6 years in like the corporate development world, and then decided to take some time off and like do some things for myself. So I always liked video games, and you know, of course, playing them. Dark Souls is my favorite game, and Dark Souls 2. So yay, Dark Souls! Yep. And so I did that, and you know, I really enjoyed making small games. So this was my first attempt at making something production quality. And so you know, I came across a Darkroom. It was a web-based game built by Michael, and I wanted to port it over to a mobile medium and take advantage of just learning the iOS platform, and then just getting better with just mobile development in general. And I felt that that was an easy enough project. And then only 5 months later, I ended up creating the iOS version of Darkroom.
Can you hear us still?
Uh-huh.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so what interested you about the game itself, and why do you think, so this game actually was downloaded over 1 million times in a week that it came out, so maybe, Amir, you have a little insight into why people picked up on it so much, because it is a text-based game and it's not traditionally something that people are drawn to, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's really weird. So originally, so the timeline is like November 2013 was when the game came out, and then for 5 months it actually did nothing. Like there were very few downloads of the game, and then it went viral in the UK. So it was a paid app, and it went viral in the UK. I really can't explain why it went viral. All I know is that suddenly I was under the 500 ranked app, and then suddenly it became #1 in the entire country for like 6 days. And then, it dropped out of the UK, and then suddenly went viral in the United States, and then became the #1 paid app for 18 days. So during that time period, and about 2 months through that time period, I got over 600,000 downloads of the game, and then it dropped off and was forgotten about, so I decided to make the game free for a couple of days. And then I find it climbing the free ranks, and by day 2 it had passed Candy Crush and the Kim Kardashian game. By day 3 it was the #3 app, and then by day 7 it had 1 million downloads under the free category. So I'd like to say that it was just a unique game. I believe that Darkroom is the one of the few games that doesn't rely on in-app purchases, and it doesn't cripple gameplay. I think a lot of mobile games out there cripple the gameplay and the pacing in the game to force you to buy those in-app purchases. And that was one thing that Michael and I really stood hard against, was to not include any type of in-app purchase and give you a pure, complete experience from beginning to end. And I think people really appreciated that. I also think that it went viral primarily because of the younger crowd. I was actually targeting, I guess, people in my generation who grew up on Zork and some of the old school Atari games, but it seemed like it really connected with the younger crowd. I guess they've never experienced a game that lets their imagination go wild. So when they saw the text-based adventure, it kind of spread like wildfire through middle school and high schools. So that was really surprising.
Did you make any changes to the game when you ported it?
A significant amount of changes were made. So the original game was all web-based. It was meant to be kind of left open in your browser, and you just kind of visit it from here and there. So I wanted to make it something that you could actually just sit and play in one sitting. And I also added a really involved storyline. The web-based version of the game didn't have that much of a storyline that was told explicitly to the player, and I wanted to add that to basically give you a little bit more of a scaffold to build your own imagination on. So there were significant changes around mobile, around pacing, and then the actual storyline itself. So the prequel to A Darkroom just released. It's called The Ensign, and that hit the App Store. I guess it's been about a week and a half. So that's been my most recent project. I'm now working on iOS 8 updates and working on some developer commentary for the prequel itself. So that's in there. Eventually, I do want the Darkroom series to be a trilogy. I just have to think of the next storyline that I want to explore. So right now it's 2 games, but I'm hoping that I can make a 3rd one, but I want to be true to the craft and not just make something as a cash grab. So it might take some time.
And so as part of an Islamic-themed exhibit, what are your thoughts on games that come from a Muslim perspective, and what are your thoughts in general about Islamic-based or influenced games, and how it ties back to your background as well?
Oh, that's interesting. I never thought of it like that. I think the cultural aspects of how I was brought up, just the discipline that comes from that. I think that shows through through the games that I built in, I guess, all aspects of my life. So I mean, I think that would be the biggest thing, is that we have this incredible trait given how we were raised, to follow through and really think about, to not just do a half-assed job on everything. And I think that's really something that can set us apart from other people. So rely on that discipline. It feels frustrating being that kid that has to be good at everything, and then having those parents that bear down on you on every aspect of your life. But it does end up paying off. And I think that's one of the things that really helped me get through a lot of the hurdles that I had with developing games and large aspects of my life, is not giving up and just persevering through those difficult moments. So I think that's something that can show through in any work that you have. And I think people do see that. So I guess that would probably be it right there.
Does anyone else have questions for him here? So thanks a lot, Amir. I don't know if there's any questions in the room.
Okay, no problem. I mean, and if anyone has any questions, feel free to email me. My email address is available on my website, amirrushan.net.